Today's tale is one of Hubris, a player's explosive start fizzling out, and the story of a fish who tried to climb a tree. I'm Ina Funny, Polysseum champion.
And I'm Cloud Glider, a pro Polytopia player. Today we have for you a Polysseum semifinals match between Meisterlampe and MysticCr8tor.
Polysseum is Mijuan shilling out the big bucks to attract top Polytopia talent. Players test their skills against one another, fighting for hundreds of dollars.
The link to this tournament and the community to get involved are in the description below.
Let's get started.
So interestingly, both of our players, MysticCr8tor down here in the south and Meisterlampe up here in the north, are going to start off with lighthouses right next to their spawns. That gives them easy access to them, but not quite yet. Mystic is going to go ahead and pick up that early level 3 city with using the lighthouse and that second farm. We just take a look at all the farms on this second city of his too, like off to a crazy explosive economic start. He's delaying his expansion by going backwards a bit here, but he's hoping that it'll pay off with these higher level cities and everything else.
Yeah, because he's sending this warrior back and delaying his expansion, it means that his tech costs won't go up as high as quickly, since he's not capturing cities as quickly. And this city here, that's 2, 4, 6, 8 population just in farms. If he just gets one construction spot just right here, that's a quick giant.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, delaying that third city capture is going to be huge for him. Yeah, Meisterlampe does the opposite, going for that quick expansion. And we're going to see another workshop following through with that economic theme. Wow, that warrior goes way far west. I was not ready for that. He's going to pick up his... Yeah, doubling down on that. He's going to go ahead and pick up writing here.
On the other hand, MysticCr8tor goes full eco. He uses 10 stars to get a 5 stars back upgrade and does not decide to go writing, instead just spamming out these warriors and expanding slowly so he can get some upgrades while he's expanding.
I bet he was terrified right now, seeing that one tile of the enemy's terrain in his vision, thinking that his opponent might be in the northwest, connected to him by land.
Yeah, something we should have noted is Mystic here is actually using the Zebasi skin, while Meisterlampe is using the regular Zeb skin. So they actually have slightly different terrain tiles for spawn and just how they look in general. So looking at this spawn indicates, or looking at this tile indicates to MysticCr8tor that his opponent could be somewhere nearby.
Absolutely. He's gonna go ahead and pick up climbing for this ruin here, which is the first time he's gone off. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, he picks up climbing for this, which should delay him on his path to like a giant on there, that second city where he had all the resources for construction, but he ends up getting it on turn 6, even with buying climbing with all those economic investments he made before.
Yeah, that first giant is huge. We see it coming out on turn 6. It also gives him his monument, which allows him to giant easily in his second city if he chooses to use it there. Of course, he can also choose to use it in any of these other cities. I think
he's absolutely using it on the middle city, it looks like. He's got the population for a giant on his second city already.
Yep.
Yeah, doubling down on this expansion versus eco. Fishing. He's trying to expand out into the water that he sees. And same thing here. It looks like Mystic should be in the east with how the terrain is cutting across the middle of the map. He's taking an explorer too, something we're definitely going to see from Mystic. But yeah, he sees that Mystic is not in the east, rather in the south here.
So here, Mystic buys fishing prior to capturing the 2 cities to ensure that when he gets this explorer right here, it can travel across the water and meet his opponent, Meisterlampe.
He's fantastic explorer, all things around, but like, oh, just so shy of that pivotal lighthouse over there. His score is going to explode this turn from under 2,000 points, trading barely any stars to his opponent, to basically double his opponent's score here. He also does this crazy thing with his warriors in the west. I was sure he's going to move towards the ruin he saw in that village there. He moves them a little differently, perhaps hoping for another village. We're going to see Meisterlampe doubling down on that expansionist thing, picking up roads. We might see him going in for that Grand Bazaar. He's got these 6 cities on his island. But he also might be going in for bridges. There are a few good spots to put them that'll connect them like that.
Yeah, on the other hand, we see Mystic here going into the water, placing down these 2 ports and sending the warriors into the water. He's preparing for a naval play despite how little water there seems to be between him and his opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. The big thing about Mystic's position is, this is what you'll see with a lot of players. They get this early advantage, like, you know, giant turn 6 with no giant in sight for our economically deprived Meisterlampe. But usually they take this economic advantage they have from the higher level cities with more income. The giants are fantastic units to pummel their opponents with, and they all channel it into one big attack. Well, it looks like he's getting ready to attack him on the water, steal a city from him, and turn that into a game-winning thing. So right now, Meisterlampe, despite them not making contact, is already on the defensive, looking for some way to save himself.
And we see
he's getting pelted. Pelted on the water with no way to defend. He could make a bridge, though. Yeah, oh, he's gonna pick up this Explorer, but it's not gonna be too helpful for him. So yeah, he's gonna snipe that ruin away from him with a bridge. Yeah, another bridge to attack this raft here. Oh, that's absolutely killer.
Yeah, here we see Meisterlampe using his riders cleverly to bounce around and hit his opponent's units and retreat to safety. The thing about rafts and juggernauts are that they don't do retaliation damage, so hitting with these riders and retreating back out of range provides a lot of value for Meisterlampe.
Yeah, it looks like the Mystic... The big thing about him losing that ruin, I think he overextended. Now we're gonna see Meisterlampe claim 2 veteran swordsmen. Alright, that one in the back's a little bad, but that second one, it's right next to that really vulnerable, far away, hard to defend level 1 city there. And I think what we're seeing here is, you know, MysticCr8tor's kind of abandoning that advantage he had. He was doing it slow, conservatively, safely the entire time. And as soon as he steps out of that strategy, that safe stuff, instead of going for that safe ruin back there, he walks up there, and Meisterlampe snipes a ruin from him, gets that swordsman. It's going to be annoying to deal with.
And we see right after that, MysticCr8tor sets up a siege with a Juggernaut this time. That's not going to be so easy to unsiege as with 2 riders that he did last time.
Yeah, absolutely, and like, there's just not enough units to kill it here. But Meisterlampe has a plan. He's getting that road on that city. He's not doing that for no reason. Oh, he's using everything. The roads, the 6 cities, just enough. Like that one lighthouse he got in the south part. That was necessary for that giant. And this Park of Fortune here. With just 1 star before that, after that upgrade to level 3, before he got him back. Just barely enough, he pushes that giant off, saving the game for him.
We can see here that Mystic does bring the giant down to 10 HP, but not being able to take that city here is going to be huge.
It actually works out in a really interesting way this next turn. So Meisterlampe is actually going to do something pretty interesting here. Like, he actually uses the fact that his giant's at so low health to sacrifice his own giant, clearing that tile before getting some damage. And then getting a little cheeky hit on that scout there too. He's cleared out like the only problem. Like, now 2 riders on those back cities are gonna clear any siege that Mystic can get. And that whole plan of taking that early game advantage and turning it into a win is slipping out of his fingertips.
Here we actually see an interesting monument placement here. Right here we have a bridge spot, since there's land tile right here and the land tile right here. But because he placed this monument, he's actually not going to be able to utilize this bridge tile anymore.
I'd be trying to corner his opponent, win on the water, block off the potential border growth and bridges from Meister.
Here we just see Meister bouncing a bunch of units around, getting as much value as he can out of the rider trades, since a rider is a 3-star unit, whereas a scout is a 5 plus whatever the unit cost unit.
The big thing we're seeing is these two giant bottlenecks. 2 choke points on the bridges that both players are able to defend. And noticing this, Meisterlampe gets archers, which are fantastic for defending all of his cities here. They're not going to take damage against giants from a distance, and they're hard to target with these bottlenecks here.
Yeah, we also see Mystic places a bridge down to finally get this village over here. And that village has 8 tiles of water around it, so he can definitely pump out naval units from here if he wants.
But it seems like he's definitely getting pushed into the water.
Yeah, it's clear that one of them has a land advantage while the other has a naval advantage. Just look at all of Meisterlampe's land units. He has a combination of riders, archers, even a single veteran swordsman, whereas Mystic has giants, juggernauts, scouts, and rafts.
Yeah, it looks like land versus water, but then Mystic ends up getting knights this turn. Free Spirit and Chivalry. It looks like he's trying to challenge his opponent on land too. He sees like all of these nice chainable units, and he gets even 3 knights this turn.
Yeah, 3 knights is crazy.
Yeah, especially when you can see like Meisterlampe has vision on that lighthouse in the south part of the map. Like he can definitely see this. It turns out he can see all 3 knights, but
yeah, and
border growth too.
Yeah,
he's
cuts off these 2 bridges. Here he's spacing his units to prevent the knight chain as much as possible. And we see that Mystic actually destroys this monument to place the bridge and allow his knights to chain through.
A very nice chain.
And here's another.
The big thing... Yeah, oh, another 5-unit chain there. The big problem for Mystic, what I'm going to call his hubris here, is that he doesn't have a single unit that can really land a siege after that giant. When Meister was in a lot worse of a position, way less equipped to deal with it. The giant siege didn't work, but how is a veteran knight going to work better? And now we see this Juggernaut. He finishes with it, forgetting that Juggernauts stay like this on a bridge, I think, because, well, this is just kind of devastating what happens next. 1, 2, 3, all with no retaliation. 4, 5, 6, 7 units, finishing off that Juggernaut from near full health. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And now we can see that Mystic's advantage has whittled down a lot more. He only has 2 giants left, 1 at full health, 1 at almost half health, compared to Meisterlampe having his own giant and a lot of archers and a lot of riders. His naval has all but died down. He only has 1 singular raft now. Oh, sorry, 2 rafts now. 1 in the back line, 1 in the front, but neither of which are upgraded, and no other naval units.
Yeah, throughout the rest of this game, he's going to continue hurling these land units into these sieges that... He does get the siege, but there's never a chance that they're actually going to hold. Whereas we're going to see Meisterlampe, unlike most players who would be doing the exact same thing Mystic's doing right now, he's just going to notice that his advantage is in waiting. See that he's not able to launch an attack yet. Just hold off, wait, and build up his economy. They're switching strategies from the beginning of the game. Meister's becoming a lot more conservative and economic, whereas Mystic is deciding to start throwing all of his units at his opponent in these really aggressive pushes, and it's going to end up working out the exact same as it did at the start.
Here he uses 3 knights to land 1 siege, and knights are 8-star units, so this siege here costs him almost 30 stars to pull off. And his opponent...
then just on the next turn, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 units here, and all of those knights are gone.
And Meisterlampe took 0 retaliation through that exchange, so he's benefiting a lot from these trades.
Yeah, Mystic's whole army is getting ground down in these unfavorable trades, whereas Meister keeps growing and growing.
If we actually take a moment to check their incomes now, while Mystic had a huge lead at the start, he is actually slightly behind now with his 28 stars per turn compared to Meisterlampe's 31 star per turn.
Funny to point out, if Mystic had kept that monument somehow or placed it on a different tile that he didn't need to destroy it, their incomes would have been the same at that point. Until that is the markets start coming out for Meisterlampe. He's not messing around. He wants to win this game quick. He picks up navigation, and he starts making waves. That's a lot of damage he's doing to his units, and that's a very well-placed bomber, very hard to deal with. This is going to soften up all those defenders and make these knights tear through them like butter.
However,
is it going to be enough, though?
It seems like Meisterlampe is not concerned at all as he continues to level up his markets and just get his income sky high. There goes the second
Mystic's
market.
got to do something quickly. If he doesn't take a city, then these markets and this giant income disparity is going to take him out. He uses the naval advantage he has. He pours in with the knight.
He lands
a spot
siege
for his juggernaut.
Now, if this siege holds, it could make a big difference.
But he seems unconcerned. He blocks off all the tiles, Houdiniing that giant, ending Mystic's attack and the game. What a turnaround. Slow and Steady truly did win this race today. Congratulations, Meisterlampe. Thanks for watching. Join the next Polysseum. Like and subscribe. Helps us a lot. Join our Discord, other social media. All the links are in the descriptions. If you'd like to see if 4 giants is enough to win a game, click there to see the Kiku video on the screen. Take care. See you all in the next one.
Bye-bye.